All right, hello, welcome to the Healthy Half. I'm Clint Fuqua, the health engineer. Great to see you here. This is, of course, the very first show. This is the intro show. I thought what we'd do before I bring everybody else on and start doing interviews and helping you figure out how to actually live independently healthy, because that is the goal here, is to get you living independently healthy. That means, basically, it's you living on your own terms, living life on your own terms, being healthy, being able to do the things you want to do, not being encumbered by disease or anything else that's going on. Okay, and also the other thing is to help you simplify health. One of the things that, since this is in partnership with FBLive here, thank you FBLive for allowing me to come in here and do this broadcast from the main office. The big thing here is Healthy Simplified. We want to help you simplify your health, which is going to help simplify your life, because if you're having to deal with everything else in the world, you don't have time for doing a whole lot to take care of your health, okay? And it really doesn't take much to take care of your health. It just takes a few little things every day to do that, and that's why we're doing this. That's why I'm doing this show, to help you take the things in your life and simplify them. And you're going to find that out with everybody that I have on this show coming up, because I've got, seriously, this is going to be every week. Seriously, join me here every week at 9:30. If not, you get to watch the rebroadcast. But if you're here live, guess what? It's Facebook Live, so there's interaction. You actually get to interact with myself and whoever's on here with me, which you're going to love. I'm not giving any names away. Oh no, you got to tune in every week to find out who's on here, because I'm going to have one of the most sought after ghostwriters in the U.S. here with me. I'm going to have some national level speakers here with me. I'm going to have actually people from the company. So I'm going to have our CEO Logan Stout, and a few of the other people from this company on here as well, talking about themselves, talking about their lives. This is actually a little behind the scenes reveal. Okay, in fact, we're going to do that with me here in a little bit. This way, you get to hear from other people that are highly successful and very healthy at the same time, which means they probably run 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 10 businesses. They've got a lot of stuff going on. They've got family. They've got all kinds of other issues going on. You have a lot of issues going on. So the big question is, how do you get healthy? How do you stay healthy whenever you have 10 million things going on in your life? How do you simplify when you have all this stuff going on? And that's why we're going to do this, because these people have very big, very complex lives, okay? And we're going to dig into the background of that. Not just the general health tips of, drink more water, okay, which you should, sleep more, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You know these things, but they're not really real often, because, well, you don't hear the story behind how people actually do this whenever they're dealing with things that you're probably dealing with on a daily basis, whether it's your job or your stress or your kids or school or changing seasons or whatever's going on. There's always something going on, always, okay? So the big question is, how do you take and prioritize? How do you actually prioritize your health whenever you have the entire rest of the world to deal with? And that is the basis behind the show, is to actually help you figure these things out, and hopefully take some of the lifestyle tips, okay, and actually copy and take some of these people, listen to them, listen to how they live their life, and incorporate that into your life. It's not easy, it's not quick, it's not overnight, it's not a 3-day, 10-day, 21-day, 90-day, 120-day thing, okay? It's an everyday thing, it's repetitive. There's a great line from an awesome movie, which is, you have the choice to be a good man or a bad man every day, or a good woman or a bad woman every day. Or you have the choice to be a healthy man or a healthy person or a sick person every day, okay? You have the choice to do that. That means every day is a brand new day. You have the same things going on. You have to make the same choices every day. What am I going to do? What am I going to eat? How am I going to sleep? How am I going to address myself before even looking at anybody else out there in the population? When you walk out the door, who is everybody seeing? What are you wearing when you walk out the door? I'm not talking about your clothes. I'm not talking about the suit. I'm not talking about your shoes. I'm talking about you as a person. What are you wearing when you walk out the door? What do people actually see when they look at you? So hopefully everybody they have on the show is really help out with helping you out with these questions and giving you some answers, giving you some things to look at and work on with yourself and for yourself. This way you can be the best you that you can be, because you can only be you. You can't be somebody else. It'd be awesome to be Matthew McConaughey or whatever, but you can't. You have to be you, and that's what we come down to. This is you being you and being the best you that you can possibly be. So everybody that I'm having on the show, they strive every day to try to be the best them that they can be, and it doesn't always work. Even with me, I'm not always the best me I can be, okay? But the goal is to try to be the best you that you can be, as much as you can, as often as possible. This way, whenever you see people, they see the best of you. They don't see the worst of you. Even though you're having a bad day, at least it'll be a less bad day. So here's the thing. Let's start off with well, I'm gonna interview me for a little bit right quick. This way, some of you know me. Some of you don't know me, and yes, I'm going to be drinking throughout. I hope you drink with me. Drink to your health. I'm actually going to do a video about this little concoction, by the way. This is not an IDLive product in here. I will, however, do some stuff with IDLive products, yes, because we're here and I'm involved in the company. Why? Because, well, it's the best out there, period. And you're going to find out why here in a second. So, hey, Donna. And like I said, anybody that tunes in, send me questions. I will answer them right now, because literally you've got 30 minutes one-on-one with me today. That's it. You have me one-on-one for 30 minutes. So let's interview the interviewer right quick. So about me, because everybody has a story. I usually don't. I mean, I've put my story out there, but most people don't really realize what my story is. Everybody sees me and they say, well, you're this health guy and you're always healthy, and it's easy for you, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Well, actually, no, it's not. It's not easy for me. This is actually, I literally have to be healthy. Okay, it's not even a want to; it's a have to. Because if I slack off even a little bit for a couple of days, things go downhill very, very quickly for me. I'm not an athlete, okay? I was never an athlete. I wasn't a born athlete like most people that are in the health and wellness and fitness industries, okay? Most trainers, they were athletes. They participated in something. I was the trainer on the sidelines, mostly because up until my sophomore year, I was the 90-pound weakling, okay? I'm not much bigger than that now. Seriously, just to take all the guesswork out of it, because I usually love messing with people and saying, okay, how much do you think I weigh? Nobody gets it right. I actually weigh about 137 pounds, okay? I have an issue with keeping weight on, okay? I know a lot of people that struggle with taking weight off, okay, which I know is a struggle. There's another struggle that people don't often look at, which is, well, having to keep weight on. This way because if I don't, my body quite literally falls apart. I found out back when I was in my early 20s that I didn't just have osteopenia. I was headed towards osteoporosis when I was in my early 20s, okay? Anybody else in their early 20s heading towards osteoporosis? I mean, like, I was on the line between osteopenia and osteoporosis. I was right there because I wasn't putting out enough growth hormone, okay? My body wasn't producing it. I had almost nothing being put out there. The only thing that was keeping my bones from turning into dust was the fact that I was actually working out and stressing them and keeping them under constant stress and massive monumental stress. So that's what was keeping me together. That's also what kept me from going backwards and being very, 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 very unhealthy, because it's my body will eat itself alive very, very quickly. Anybody that's ever dealt with that person that has a really, really high metabolism, they can eat whatever they want. I don't suggest you eat whatever you want, eat healthy, but their bodies actually work at a very, very fast-paced level. It's always burning something, and one thing it's always burning muscle, and it starts burning into bone tissue and organ tissue, etc. So I have to be very careful to make sure that I'm actually eating what I'm supposed to eat throughout the day, okay? Everybody's supposed to eat what they're supposed to eat. I have to make sure I'm taking in enough calories, okay? And good high-quality calories, because I can't get it from junk. If I get it from junk, well, garbage in, garbage out, all right? If I put bad stuff in, that means my body's going to be making bad stuff, which means the bones, the muscles, tendons, joints, organs, skin tissue, etc. goes, well, it's junk, okay? Which means you can't build anything with it, which means I myself would be getting very, very, very unhealthy very quickly. So if you don't know, whenever you're not putting out growth hormone, that means a lot of stuff's not happening. So my testosterone levels, down, okay? I've always had incredibly low testosterone levels, so I have to manage that. No, I don't take injections, okay? I do it naturally. So I've always had to deal with these issues, and always had the issue of being the little guy, the small guy. I'm usually the smallest guy in the room, okay, to some degree, especially dealing with athletes and being a trainer, etc. So there's always that piece of it, of having to, I'm the little one over there. So which is an odd thing in the health and wellness industry, is being the lonely, and make sure I'm being fed good stuff, including micronutrients, which you'll see back here. But this way, I don't have these issues. I don't have all the allergy issues. I've always had major allergy issues. Okay, we're talking cat, we're talking dust, we're talking juniper, which is mountain cedar, all those things. If you've ever known somebody with cedar fever, okay, I feel your pain. I live with your pain for decades. Okay, since I was a little bitty, I suffered with migraines because of that for a long time, along with other things. So yeah, I get it. I know the allergy thing. Somebody says allergies, hey, I'm there with you. I was suffering with it for decades. Okay, I'm not now, which is nice, or at least not as I still feel it, but it's not it's not a thing. It's not where I'm almost ready to go to the hospital, okay, because of an allergic reaction to something in the air. So that's part of my story. Okay, that's the early days. That's young. That was me growing up. Okay, yeah, small. Yeah, I was working out during high school. Okay, I built some nice arms. I still got the nice arms. All right. I mean, that's what kind of kept me stable. Okay, is the fact that I was actually working out, because I wasn't playing any sports. I didn't like sports. I was not a sports guy. I don't even watch sports. Okay, so which is another oddity, being a trainer, not watching sports, not really caring about what goes on in the sports world. Okay, I just don't. I care more about people's health and getting them healthy. If an athlete comes to me, okay, we'll work with you and we'll figure out what's going to keep you on the field for longer, because that's what I did for 6 years. Just about is keeping athletes on the field. But there's that. Yeah, I put on a little bit of weight. I'm actually about the same size now as I was in high school. Okay, in fact, quite literally, I am the same size I was in high school. I mean, I was 132 pounds when I graduated. All right, 137 now. I might edge up into the 140s. The biggest I've ever been is 150.2. Okay, 150.2. I own that 0.2 because I was eating so much and working out so hard to gain that, to get up to that. It was ridiculousness. I hated myself the entire time I was doing it. And so. Yeah, I get the whole overeat, undereat thing, and having to do that for everybody that goes out there and wants to get on stage. I haven't been on stage because I don't care about getting on stage, but if you want to do it, okay. And I've also lived in the time of eating ramen, okay, ramen noodles and tuna, okay. I lived for a couple of years. I've lived on the tuna and rice diet for several years, okay. Tuna, rice, frozen vegetables. Not because I had to, because that's all I could afford. Okay, I've been there with you. I know what that's like. And yes, you can stay very, very healthy while you do that. You just have to do it properly. You have to invest in the right things. Okay, it's all investments. So there's that. Moving forward, so I've done that. I've constantly had to work on myself from a health standpoint to make sure that I do stay healthy. This way, I'm not going to the doctor. I don't have to go to the hospital for things. Okay, there's a lot of self-reliance in this. This way, I start off wanting to just be independent with my own health and not having to deal with all the doctors and medical system. Mostly because I was about to get into it, and then I decided not to. Okay, if you don't know, I was doing pre-physical therapy, then I was doing pre-med, and I decided to not. Why? Well, I didn't like the direction things were going. And I decided I could help more people on this side and work with doctors. This way, doctors go do what they do, I do what I do, and I can help them help their patients a lot more efficiently because I get to do things that they can't. They get to do things that I can't. Okay, so it's a nice two-way street on that. Okay, I can help their patients become a lot healthier, so they're not coming in sick all the time, and they actually enjoy seeing their doctor, and they go there to get healthier. Okay, that really should be the real reason to see your doctor, is to go in, get things checked, get your labs checked, ensure that you're healthy, and figure out how to get healthier. Okay, once doctors figure this, and the medical system figures that out, there's a lot more money to be made, and people getting healthier. The entire health spectrum is going to change. Until then, well, you're stuck with what you got there. So my point to you is, be independent about your health. Be independently healthy. Okay, reform how you care for your health. Okay, notice the page, personal health care reform. Reform how you care for your own health. Don't let the government do it. They're not going to do jack for you. All they care about is how much money they're getting in their pocket at the end of the day. That's it. That's all they care about. I don't care who they are. That's what they want if they're in government, especially as a job. Okay, you're not supposed to. Senator is not supposed to be a job. Okay, congressman is not supposed to be a job. It's an honor. It's an obligation. You go in and do your thing. You get back out and you come out into the real world. That's my political rant. Sorry. So. But for your own health, get independent with your health. Okay, be very independent about your health. You should be the person taking care of it, not your doctor, not a specialist. You know about the labs. Ask to see the labs. If they won't show you your labs and your numbers and explain them to you in depth to where you understand them, find somebody else that will. Okay, there's somebody else out there that will do that for you. Make sure you find that person to work with. All right. So. I know I'm off subject. I'm ranting. So, you don't want to hear everything about me, right? So, fast forward. I'm personal training. I'm taking care of people. I'll leave that for a little bit. I get into this industry, the supplement industry. If you don't know, I actually manufacture. Okay, so I was a part of a company for several years. I was helping out with product creation. I was doing manufacturing. I was doing shipping. I was doing sales. I was doing marketing. Yes, I know all the marketing tricks everybody tries to play on you in this industry. Okay. Why? Because I was one of those guys that was figuring out how to make vitamins sexy. Okay, there's a question: how do you make vitamins sexy? All right, without using a half-naked model. All right, answer that question for me. I've done it. It's not easy. But yeah, I've been in this. So I've actually watched the manufacturing process. I've seen that. I've seen how things are done, on the good side and the bad side. Okay, there's good and bad in this industry. I really want to make sure people are getting the good and not the bad, because there's a lot of bad out there. There's a tremendous amount of bad out there, and there's a little bit of good out there. Okay, I like to amplify and promote the good, and I won't talk about the bad as much as I can unless somebody brings it up. In which case, I will talk about it. I'll be respectful and nice, but you'll get my point when I tell you how bad your stuff is in a very nice way. Because there's a lot of people out there just trying to make money. Okay, yes, making money is a thing. You need money to live, etc. Making money and conning people into buying a product that is not healthy, but you're selling it as a health product, is criminal. Okay, so if you're doing it, know about it. If you don't know you're doing it, well, you should know about it. If you don't know anything about this business, please do not get into it. If you do want to get in this business, talk with somebody like me, or at least have somebody like me on your team to help make sure you're going in the right direction. But yeah, I've manufactured this stuff. I myself have created multiple products, okay, that have been copied by other companies. Okay, I just want to put that out there so you know where I'm coming from. If you ever talk to me about nutritional supplements and you want to push your company on me, whatever, believe me, I've already seen your company. I've already seen what you're doing. I've seen what's in it. I probably know where it's being manufactured, or where it was being manufactured at some point. And I'll look at the ingredients list and I will tear it apart, limb from limb, because that's what I do. That's what I did for a living for some time there. So I just want to make sure people are getting the right things for their health. All right. And just like I want to make sure I'm getting the right things for my health. I spent years I just want to put out there that I've been in the industry for a long time. I want to make sure that people are getting what they need for themselves. Okay, I've done years and years of study of trying to figure out what's going to work for me to get me healthy, and hopefully to help other people get healthy, because it's different for everybody. Every client I've ever had there's something different with every one of them. Everybody has a little something different with each of them that has to be addressed, okay? Specifically for them, because it is all different. It does come down to the lifestyle. Huge, okay? Lifestyle itself is 97% of everything, okay? When you're looking at disease factors, etc., genes are there, okay? Genes are like a 2%, okay? Genes are expression. They express what you want them to express by what you put in, okay? So if you're always stressed and you're putting in bad foods, you're going to get bad expression from your genes. So yes, all these bad genetic anomalies start happening, okay? If you're putting in good foods and you're not being stressed and you're doing what you need to do for your body, then you have good genetic expression, okay? Which you want, the good genetic expression, because that leads to better health. That leads to your family being healthier, your kids, your grandkids, everybody else being healthier down the line, okay? So, and it is different for everybody. This is why there are multiple different diets. It's why there are 10 million different diets. Go out to the diet book section, okay? The diet section in any bookstore. Look at all the different diets out there, okay? The reason why is because, well, everybody has something to sell. From one. Number two, how many different people are there out there? How many different genetic codes are there out there? You know, different blood types, different everything. It's all different for each person, okay? Some person may do better with keto. Some person may do better with Atkins, which is technically keto. Some person may do better with zone. Some person may do better with a vegan, vegetarian diet, okay? It's different for everybody. So if you try to sell the same thing to everybody, okay, you bottle one thing and you sell to everybody, you're doing everybody a disservice, except for the few people it's going to work for, or maybe the one person that it's going to work for. So that's why I'm doing this. I want you to see that there are different people out there that get healthy in different ways. All right. Me personally, I'm technically kind of zone/paleo on my diet. Okay, that's the best way to describe it. So, and from nutrient standpoint, well, say your prayers, take your vitamins, specifically vitamins made for you. So what you'll see back here, if you look very carefully, very closely, you can actually watch a manufacturing process, and everybody's is different. That's why I love this company. Everything is based on each person individually, okay? Go ahead, go on the line, go to my website, clintfuqua.com. It's www.clintfuqua.com. Go check it out. Take the free health assessment, okay? I'm begging you with you. I'm pleading with you here, okay? Take your free health assessment. It's free. It's a $300 health assessment you're getting for free, okay? You get 20 pages about you on there, okay, and how to improve your health. Before anything, we're showing you how to improve your health, okay? I'm not selling anything to you, just telling you how it is. Here's all the studies to show why you need to do these things in your life to help you get healthier, okay? And then you get your nutrient blend, which is different than everybody else's, okay? My blend is different than your blend is different than somebody else's blend, their blend is different than somebody else's blend, okay? We've got millions of different nutrient blends, all right? All done with medical evidence, okay? Verifiable medical evidence. We show you every study that relates to you and why, okay? So there's that. Come back, join us next week. Like I said, I'm going to have a different person on here. I'm going to be interviewing every week to talk about them, their lives, how they stay healthy, what they do on a daily basis to do that. This way, you can emulate them, okay? You find the person that's the most like you in similarity and what they've been through, and start trying to emulate that stuff, okay? Start trying to emulate what they do on a daily basis to stay healthy. This way, you can stay healthy. You'll get a lot much more out of your life, and that's what we're trying to do, all right? So there's that. Hope you enjoyed it. I am Clint Fuqua, the health engineer. Why the engineer? Because I build things to last, okay? It's not about sets and reps. It's about building an entire life. That's what we're trying to do here. That's what I try to do with all my clients. I'd love to do that for you as well. So come back, join us next week. I'm really excited to bring this to you and have these people on here. So you're going to be blown away when you see who I've got on here, okay?